Humans are born weak. All the other animals on the planet, they're born, they pretty much stand up on their feet and start looking for something to eat. Humans, we're born, and all we know how to do is shit ourselves. Humans are born weak. You have to become strong. And if you don't actively do something to become strong, you will remain weak. Let me tell you a little story from when I was a kid. When I was a teeny little kid, mind you, not tall enough at the amusement park for the little line that says, have to be taller than this to ride the ride. Knott's Berry Farm. I'm a little kid. And my parents get the bright idea that they want to take me on the log ride. Now, as we're walking up to the log ride, I can see the grand finale of the log ride, which is the log falling out of the side of a mountain and plopping down in the water in the bottom. The idea of that as a tiny little kid scared the shit out of me. Literally scared the shit out of me. I pooped my pants. Now, my parents, being indignant about the whole thing, decided still to force me, kicking and screaming, into one of those logs. I spent the entire ride, as you would guess, kicking and screaming like a little kid would. And at the end, did I die? No. You can question the parenting skills that were there to make that decision, but I didn't die. Years later, I ended up back at Knott's Berry Farm, a little older. And I remembered that ride. Now, mind you, at that point in my life, I didn't know anything about psychology or neuro-linguistic programming or hypnosis or any of this stuff. But I knew one thing. I knew that that stupid amusement park ride made me weak because it made me feel fear. So what did I do? I remember when I was old enough to go to the amusement park myself, I went to that amusement park for one reason and one reason only. I was gonna ride that fucking log ride until it didn't scare me anymore. See, I knew logically that I wasn't gonna die on the ride. I just had to get over my childhood fear, dumped on me by my parents. It made me strong. What doesn't hurt you makes you weak. So I must have ridden that log ride 100 times over a couple days. I rode that fucking log ride until I could close my eyes and count the seconds to the first drop and then the last drop. I knew that ride. I knew when it was going to drop. I knew what I was scared of, and I knew that nothing was going to go wrong. That is how you get over your fears. If you're familiar with psychology, you might be familiar with that story, Pavlov's dogs, right? And you ring the bell, and the dogs come thinking they're getting food because every time you rang the bell and there was food there. There's another term, if you're interested in looking into this, Pavlovian Extinction. And what the idea is behind this is that you do a task that you're scared of, but you do it in such a way that you're convinced, logically at least, that nothing is going to go wrong. So it lets you face your fears in a way that you know you're really not going to get hurt, so you can get past it. I'll let you look that up online. So the next time fear has you by the balls, deal with it. Show that fear that it's not real. It only exists in your head. And your head, well, you're a smart motherfucker.